Okay, guys, today we're going to be taking some notes, and the notes we are going to be taking today are over active and passive voice. It's good to understand this to make sure that you're writing an active voice because passive voice just doesn't sound as formal. Okay, so you need to have your table of contents filled out. You also need to get two-page spread. There are no foldables for active and passive voice. You're just going to be taking notes from the PowerPoint today. Okay, so once you're ready to go, then come on back. Okay, so here's active and passive voice. So transitive verbs can be active or passive. Therefore, sentences can be described as being in the active or passive voice. I know you guys didn't really learn transitive verbs, but we're going to kind of learn them as we go here. So let's take a moment to understand the basics of sentence structure. The mechanic fixed the car. So we have fixed as our verb, and then we have the mechanic, which is the subject. Okay? So the mechanic is also the one performing the action of fixing. So the mechanic fixed the car. The car is the object of the sentence. Fix what? The car. So that's being used as a direct object. Okay? The car is not performing the action. It is being acted upon. Okay? So I need you to be able to identify the subject, the verb, and the object in the following sentences. The tall boy jumped for the ball. Okay? So the verb is jumped. Who jumped? The boy. For what? The ball. Okay? So here's our verbs. Jumped, ran, was eaten, will write, and were washed. And our subjects are all before that, and then our objects are in green. Okay? Not all of them. So if you look here, this last one does not have an object. Okay, guys? Now identify whether the subject is performing the action or being acted upon. Tall boy jumped for the ball. James and Susan ran a marathon today. Pizza was eaten at home at lunchtime. She will write a play for the drama club. The dishes were washed by Juan. So here the subjects are performing the action. Okay? The subjects are doing what the verb says. In these, the subject is being acted upon. Pizza was eaten at lunchtime. The dishes were washed by Juan. Instead of Juan washed the dishes or I ate pizza at lunchtime. Okay, so that's the difference between active and passive voice. If the subject is the thing performing the action, then the sentence is an active voice. If the subject is the thing being acted upon, then it's in passive. So active voice. Okay, so most sentences are active. It's when the subject is performing the action. Sarah is eating an apple. Sarah's the subject, and she's the one performing the action. Okay, passive voice. It's the thing being acted upon is the subject. Okay, and the thing doing the action is optionally included near the end of the sentence. So an apple is eaten by Sarah. So the apple is the subject of the sentence, but it is the thing being acted upon. It's what's being eaten. So you can also note that it does say Sarah at the end. Okay, so let's see if you can tell the difference here. Okay, so we are going to the cinema tonight. What do you think? The whole road was built by just 5 men. Stories were read to them by the teacher. Rhea sent her letter to the police. The forms will be signed by the manager. So hopefully you got that these two, 1 and 4, were both active and the other 3 were passive. But be careful. Some are slightly less obvious one. The car was fixed. Okay? What is the subject? The car. Is the car performing the action of fixing? Nope. No, the car can't fix itself. So it's passive voice. Okay? What sometimes trips people up here is that we don't know who was doing the fixing, but that doesn't matter. Shut the door. What is the subject? That's the problem. There doesn't seem to be one. It is an implied subject. Okay? This is a special type of sentence called imperative, which we talk about. If it is a command, most commands are in the active voice. Why is any of this important? When writing a sentence, you may want to place emphasis on different elements of the sentence. A mysterious thief stole an expensive painting. Here's the emphasis. The emphasis is on the thief. An expensive painting was stolen by a mysterious thief. Here, the emphasis is on the painting. So you see how by changing the voice, you can change the emphasis. Okay, this is particularly useful in newspaper headlines. London revealed as world's busiest city. Okay, the choice of passive tense here clearly emphasizes the city. However, passive tense can sound clumsy and incorrect, so why else would one ever use it? The doer of the action is unknown. So that's one of the reasons why to use it, if you don't want somebody to know it. The sacred text was written in the 15th century. Okay, reason 2, the doer of the action is not important. A cure for cancer has been discovered. You do not want to specify who is the performer of the action. Mistakes have been made. You are speaking about a general truth. Rules are made to be broken. So, how does it work if a sentence is written in the passive or active tense? Find the verb in the sentence, then find the subject and identify. Is the subject performing the action, or is the subject the thing being acted upon? That is how you figure it out, you guys. We are going to do some IXL on passive and active voice. And then you guys will take a quiz. So I will see you guys in class on Monday.